What is good, y'all? What is good? This is your girl, Nala-Ife, for Nala the Neptunian. I am streaming this live here on Instagram on our platform. If you would like to connect to this platform and you are getting this video on our Nala the Neptunian page on YouTube, definitely hit the description box and hit the link for IG and come on over and give us a follow and a heart, okay? Now, for those of you who watch this or you come by the page and you pick up the reading, hit the link in our bio. It will take you over to our YouTube because we will start to unpack exclusive content per platform that we're working on with some things that make a transition. I'm going to go ahead and apologize. I get a lot of alerts. Okay. So I'm going to try to get through this particular reading. This is path 5. So if this is your first time coming across my channel or these particular readings on my channel, we've completed paths 1 through 3. Okay. I am getting those uploaded to Nala the Neptunian as soon as I can. On this channel, I've already done path 4, and this is path 5. And you may ask me, well, what does this mean? This is actually in inspiration of the fact that we are, first of all, Happy New Year. We are in 2023, and 2023 is a 7-year. It is going to be a 7-year, which is connected to the planet Neptune. This is going to be about going inward to understand more about your place in this world, the path that you naturally attune to, which gets you closer to your personal purpose and the overall purpose of how you connect to everything around you. This is a source of power for us all, this inner luminescence that we are being guided to tap into. And it's almost, counterintuitive. We may think that by being very external, okay, in our expression, that is how we connect with the world around us. And what we are exploring in this number 7 year is that by getting to know yourself and actually going within, this is where you actually understand who you are. You get past the understanding of what your needs are, what your wants are, what your boundaries are, what influences you, okay? Influences the character that you have, the person who you are today, your inner child, and also your inner authority. And it's through becoming synchronized with this energy, introduced to this energy, and good God, it's through synchronizing with this energy. Let me say that again. Hold on just 1 second. Child, we're just gonna let freedom ring, okay? Let these bells go off, honey, because when I show up, I show up with bells on, okay? And speaking of that, let's get a little toot around here, okay? Okay. So, in this, the idea is that in order to connect with your tribe, connect with source energy that starts to support you, not just in a friendship or relationship or family, but connecting to your soul in order to connect to others through your soul. And the different paths may resonate with different people. I've asked my audience on YouTube, and the first 3 paths are actually posted to Nala-Ife Talks Live, Unscripted and Off the Chain. If you hit the link in the bio and you go to any of my YouTube pages, you'll also see Nala-Ife Talks Live, Unscripted and Off the Chain associated with the channel or featured. You can go and check those out if you just would like to check out your curiosity. But what we want you to do is pick 2, okay, paths or 2 numbers that resonate strongly with you, and listen to those messages that are associated, because I did a pre-pool in tarot. Listen to those messages and understand maybe what is giving you kind of some understanding of where you've been. I'm seeing that these messages are resonating as to where you've been, where you currently are, which is the most important thing in the present, and how you are heading future. And once you get a good grasp of the natural numbers that you feel connected to, 1 through 7, feel free to take your time and look at all 7 videos. I'm going to try to put them in one location. All right. So that you can get a full wholesome view. Okay. The full nutrients, the full sustenance, because it helps you understand possibly those who are operating in this inner weaving or this inner work around you, or why some people may be expressing certain energy, because they too are very much externalizing their experience, and they don't quite know yet that it's an internal process. A lot of you, especially with this number 5 or path 5, okay, you really could be connecting to a level of mastery and leadership, okay, as it relates to information and the transformation of information. What that looks like, how things are connected to one another. Even for some of you, you may be also associated with path 1. Something said to speak on path 1. With path 5, even though 5 is connected to Mercury, number 4 is connected to Mercury, but under the earth element. And 5 is connected to Mercury as it relates to air energy. So 5 would be closer to Gemini, whereas 4 would be more Virgo energy. So with this, you may find that you carry a lot of solar energy. And solar energy is indicated by the number 1 if we refer to numerology. And so I would highly recommend and invite you to check out, again, the link in the bio, Nala the Neptunian. If you go to my homepage and scroll down to featured channels, you will find my channel, Nala-Ife Talks Live, Unscripted and Off the Chain. And we get a bit off the chain. But to get right to the readings, you can search under my live readings or live recordings, and you can locate reading 1. Okay? And we get very boisterous in that reading. But for a lot of you, I really feel connected that 5 will be interwoven with number 1's experience. Okay? So, again, let's get into this. If you are intrigued, you may have decided 5, or you're new here, and you may say, you know what, I like 5, but I want to see 2 other numbers, because it's the first time I've ever been in this channel. I didn't know what was going on, and now I'm intrigued. Whatever numbers that you choose to look at and to make priority, look at it like this. Nothing happens by accident. There's no such thing as coincidences. 3 is the divine Trinity. And it is the start of a foundation of energy and alchemy. 2 different things producing a third thing, which then centers us towards ultimate power and expression. Okay? It is the true blending of both poles of existence. So feel free to use 5 as an anchor, okay, that helps you bridge to whichever other numbers that you feel inclined. If you want to look up your numerological number, do so. Birthday number, lucky number, whatever is solid for you, 1 through 7. And hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday, I will have all of the videos in a centralized place. Anyhow, child, let's go ahead and get into path 5, okay? So path 5, we have the 4 of Swords. I pulled from the occult deck, and it was the only one that I revealed. With this 4 of Swords as the occult, it has here teaches grammar, logic, rhetoric, can make one appear like a soldier, okay? And so that's giving us very mercurial energy. Mercury is able to move, and it moves, it's the fastest moving body in the celestial heavens, okay? So when it comes to messages or being a messenger, it's literally the messenger of the gods, okay? It can also assist in warlike strategies or in announcements to soldiers. We have here the Four of Swords, and we also have the 3 of Pentacles, okay? So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you, number 5, or who resonate with the number 5 number, is that there's going to be a time of renewal. Dare I say it, you may have went through an ego death, or you're coming out of an ego death, okay? And not too soon. It's like you move right into working as you come out of one understanding of your identity, and it is replaced with a renewed sense or a resurrected sense of purpose. And we get straight to work with the 3 of Pentacles, okay? This is definitely connected a lot to Capricorn season with the 3 of Pentacles, but we also have Libra. And we have Libra, actually twice. I just realized we pulled 4 swords twice. So for a lot of you, you are receiving spiritual downloads as you are releasing outdated notions about who you are and what your identity is. Possibly you're coming into mastery through this understanding and breaking down of a distorted view of who you really are, or a view of yourself that is outdated because you've outgrown it. And now you're recognizing through maybe a short time, maybe a little bit of a hermit kind of behavior, who you really are as you've brought yourself back together again. Okay. And it is like you are like a soldier. Like some people would say you could be a soldier of a spirit in spiritual capacity. You could be a soldier that is a messenger, okay? Or this is the energy that you're becoming aware of and that you're working through. This great craftsman. I heard craftsman, okay? You're in collaboration with spirit. And we did speak about the Trinity. So we see the 3 of Pentacles here. This is someone who is being sought out because of their knowledge, their know-how, their mastery, their wisdom, and quite frankly, the craftsmanship of their work as well, okay? When I think about it, I think about the 3rd Pentacle of Mercury. I don't know, that could be something for some of you guys if you are into Solomonic magic, okay? The 3rd Pentacle of Mercury is standing out to me. I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head what that corresponds to. No, I believe I do. Either it's the 3rd or 4th Pentacle, and I believe it is expansion of wisdom and access to unknown or occult knowledge. Okay. So, okay, what we got here? Yeah, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. And now we have the 7 of Wands. So the reason why, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so Capricorn energy is very prevalent here. We have Aquarius energy with the 7 of Wands. We have Leo energy, and we have Libra energy. This is about fairness. We have the numbers 4, 3, 4, 5, and it jumps to 7. Okay? 3, 4, and 5. Then it jumps to 7. Okay? This is about, with the 5 of Swords, where one may have felt that they defeated you, or that they had something over you, or your environment felt like you could have an adversary. Okay? Or this could be a theme in your life. And what ends up happening is that your adversaries underestimate you. You know how to fight the good fight for what is truth and how to stand up for yourself and defend yourself in the midst of great mastery. This could be in the form of people speaking to you and telling you their thoughts about what it is that you're involved in, what it is that you do. And you having this sense of, I don't need to explain myself to you because you're not essential to the journey. And if anything, I'm starting to learn what my value is, or I'm standing in my value, Queen of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles, because you're actually starting to, whether it's you're getting promotions at work, you're getting hired at certain positions, possibly your artwork is taking off. If you have an Etsy store, if you have a tarot deck, if you are a person who does spiritual work, your work, the things that you have dedicated your time and efforts into are starting to have a presence. And they're starting to draw people who are interested in hiring you, interested in commissioning work through you. And so now, all of that interruption with the mind games and manipulation, it falls on deaf ears. And you quickly start to understand what doesn't serve you anymore. You have expanded past this. It's not your fault that you've been underestimated. It's not even something, it's none of your business about it. But you're going to show up and you're going to answer the call and defend yourself with a level of, again, mastery that people, it's not that they're disappointed in you. How could they be? They're disappointed in themselves. They're disappointed in themselves because with this comes opportunities. Opportunities that you may have been willing to share with people who were in your lives as friends, lovers, and even some family members. Hopefully it's not family members. Okay? But for some of us, you know, it's a reality. And you're defending yourself like, wait a minute, listen. No, I'm Mike Jones in it. You know? Now that you own, everyone wants to come through. And you're protecting your space. You have a purpose that's bigger than you. And not only that, you are finally getting the satisfaction of your work. You're finally getting the accolades. And you will not tolerate people trying to downplay your success. For one, they're not even the proper authority to do so. Okay? We have the Four of Wands, knows all things hidden, answers truly about things earthly or divine. You have divine assistance, and here you have someone with a trumpet, a message. This is almost like they're waking someone up. Again, I'm getting the vibe of resurrection. And why you were able to jump into action. Okay, what else do we have here? The Star. The Star card can cause love or hate, can make one ignorant and without sense, delivers familiars from other magicians, can move from one place to another. You know, this newfound success. You definitely, number 5 or people who are tuned up, path 5, be mindful. I know that there's a great deal of satisfaction that a lot of us want to get when we have people who didn't believe in us and we want to show off and we want to say, I told you so. But understand that that's short-lived, and then it becomes a situation where I told you so, and then people want to come around, and then people want to benefit from you, and then people want what your benefits are. And so now it's more important than ever for you, number 5, or those who resonate with this path, to understand who is around you. Now that you have made it through, you must ascend your circle, is what I'm being heard. You've taken some time out away from groups that didn't support you. And now that you have acclimated yourself a level of respect and a level of success, it's time to be picky with who you have around you. Let me get one more for this, for the connection between the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. It's almost like like people have been seeing that you do fine work. People have been seeing that you are that dude, are that girl. Like your artwork is phenomenal. But because they have never obtained that sort of level of success, or they don't understand what this means, or some people just don't want to see people prove them wrong, or that it's right to work for what it is that you want to earn in this world. Some people don't want to see people get it from hard work, because then it would destabilize this belief that they've told themselves about what success looks like, attainment looks like. Okay? Give me one more card. It's almost like I'm getting a feeling here that people are going to be tripping over you. Okay? And this is when you're going to have, it's kind of like, the first thing came to my mind, Gemini, was, what is his name? Lord have mercy. Kodak Black, no flocking. You know? Because it can go easily from what it seems like these people who are fake and never really support it. It goes from a fake celebration to let me hold something to I want what you have. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Gives one worldly power, treasures, makes one rich quickly. I'm telling you, this is uber connected. I would say 1 and 2. 1 and 2, especially if you're a life path 8. 1 and 2 added together brings 3 with life path 5. Or not life path, but path 5. There's a lot of, a lot of my people who are in these groups. And, whether it's 1 or 2 people watching the video, honey, that's fine. What I'm thrilled about is I'm seeing manifestations start to take place once people start to invest and absolutely face their fears and truly believe in themselves in excess of what other people support or don't support. And honestly, it is inspirational. So congratulations on this. You have the Three of Swords here. Steals treasures from kings. Destroys cities and dignities of men. Tales of things past, present, and future. Causes love between friends and foes. Be mindful of those who are seeking to get in and replace you. Copy your work, and it's not going to be the same, but the wrong people around you can lead you in seedy environments. Okay, number 5, because that's how big this is going to grow for you. If you're in public spaces, if you are on social media, a content creator, or business owner, a nightclub owner, a DJ, someone who would get a lot of attention. Okay, and you know that this has been something you've been crafting for the last, could have been 10 years. When you were shooting in the gym, nobody was there. When you were saying your prayers, nobody was there, through you spilling your heart out and addressing what your fears are so that you can continue to dedicate yourself to the path. This is not paying off in a small way. It's paying off in a big way. So be mindful of those who are janky, and be mindful of those who come in who you may get like a feeling that had it not been for your wealth or your status or your clout, they wouldn't be there. We got the 7 of Wands yet again. After the 3 of Swords. Says causes murder and bloodshed. Tales of things to come. Causes the love of friends or enemies. Can make one invisible. So this is going to be a natural charm. Okay? A natural charm you need to activate. Okay? It will keep some things invisible. Maybe hold off on announcing how well things are panning out for you. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. Makes one rich, smart, well-spoken. Gathers spirits at tombs and changes the places of the dead. Yeah, invoking spirit. Invoking help. Okay, let me have you guys take a look at this. Okay, This was your initial card here with the Four of Swords, okay? And this is the breakdown. You got the Four of Swords here. Then you got here the Four of Wands, okay? Knows all things hidden. Answers truly about earthly or divine. You're in this time of period here of the Four of Swords, you getting downloads and understanding why behind the what. And what's the what? The what is this craft that you've dedicated yourself to. Okay? This craft is what's bringing in these opportunities. Okay? Opportunities that people who are not been in your court the way they should have been, or they smell success and they want to now be a part of it. Here. Okay, so this is about looking out for these type of individuals and taking a Seven of Wands. See, there's the initial Seven of Wands. And then this is describing more of the shadow. If you wanted to know, these are the occult tarot. So it's the shadow behind the energy that you are either invoking or that is being integrated in from your shadow to your light or conscious self. This here is to minimize people who would do anything for money. Okay? You already see it coming. You already see the quality of people. This is about being able to maintain your success in such a way that it doesn't alert certain people to what's going on with you as a way to protect yourself and protect your growth. Okay? And then we have here the Star card. Okay? Can cause love or hate. That star is literally a star. This is the effect that it can have on people who are not worthy of being in your presence because they weren't there. They weren't supportive. If anything, if it were up to them prior to your success, you would have never gotten these opportunities. It's almost as if they wanted to teach you a lesson about your hard work. So if you failed, then it's like, I told you so, wasting all that time. You should have did X, Y, Z. No, you did exactly what you needed to do. Okay? And you're overcoming this from this Five of Swords, where people, took advantage, possibly, played mind games and manipulation. Again, wishing and hoping for some sort of fall and not getting the satisfaction of it. And because this is such a quick turnaround, when it comes to your mastery, you being sought out, everybody wants to get put on. But the Queen of Pentacles does not release her value to those who do not value her. She's very aware of her value. She knows that she has more than enough in storage, but she also understands the art of not squandering said value. Okay? So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull these up. Okay? These are a bit shorter readings. 4 through 7. Okay? The 1, 2, and 3 paths are a bit longer. So it is my thought. Okay? I did this thing again that I wasn't. Lord have mercy. Where is this at? It is. Give me just one moment. Sorry. Those I suspect that 1, 2, and 3 are going to be like the foundation. Okay, for a lot of people. And then 4 through 7, and 4 is on this on my page here. You can check the reels and get your life. Okay. What we're coming into is gonna be a foundation for you. A foundation of why you were being favored, why the work wasn't tedious, why it felt like you had to be disciplined and had to go through a little bit in order to really in order to see some change. And it was so that you could hold space for this level of success. Discipline, being able to reproduce these results over and over again, and to do them for and with those who are worthy and capable in the same ways in which you are, and of the same commitment level. Okay? Because that is one way you can protect yourself is to be amongst your peers. Okay? Aside from that, amongst your peers that share your same love for life and love for growth for others. It's kind of it's a win-win situation. Where did I put the Knight of Wands? If you hear me, I know it sounds like I'm giving filler, and I find that that's not ever really the truth, because even when I'm not aware, Spirit is still coming through, and I am so thankful for that. Give me just a moment. I want you to see everything as it was laid out. Come on, man. What? Let's see. Okay. Well, oh well. Shoot. I want you to see that Four of Swords. For one, I just remembered which one I was looking for. Child, I was looking for, what was that? I was looking for the Knight of Swords. And it's the Four of Swords. Please forgive me for this little hiccup. But I like to kind of create a full picture. Okay, Four of Swords. All right. Four of Swords. All right. So I'm going to keep that occult card out. And let's go ahead and look at the rest of your stack. And see how it stacks up against what I was able to break down with that Four of Swords. We have the Temperance card, balance. This also speaks about, as long as you stay balanced, you are within protection. You are protected. And as you come into this success, you are learning to balance your life in such a way that it honors the purpose of your hard work. It honors your new station in life, and it honors your life's work. Okay? This also can speak about, again, angelic protection. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, some of you may purchase a new home. You may update your shooting. Like if you're like me, you may be updating where you live so that you can have better content creation spaces. Okay, you could be doing this in the spring, as early as the end, maybe the last week of March and all of April. Okay, but this is something that's a big celebration, and you are being congratulated. So by then, it's going to be very apparent. So you want to make sure that you exercise proper judgment now, so that you have a bit of insulation from people and situations that you may have been around that may try to benefit from you, because it's about protecting your work. You by then could be insulated by those who are there, that are your peers and that are family members and true friends and true supporters, to where you don't have to worry about being in this world and not having guidance or connection, and having to settle on people who really were a burden to your success that you've been crafting. Okay? And last but not least, we have the Lovers. Everything is coming together. Four of Swords. You went into a little bit of hibernation. Okay? Went into a little bit of hibernation. Went through a resurrection. You killed off this old identity, this old ego, what doesn't serve you anymore. You've learned to bring into your life a level of balance. And this is reflected in the people that are around you, because you connect to them on a soul level, a soul mission. You're bridging together true family and true friendship and true community with the Four of Wands, that celebrate one another, that are happy for one another. And there's two angelic presences, the Temperance and the Lovers. Okay? This could literally speak to a union. Possibly there was some things going on that was holding a union back. Or you finally made a decision about bringing love into your life, or you will be, especially in the springtime. You're coming out of this hermit mode. You're coming out, You've resurrected yourself, child, from the grave. I can resonate with this reading, okay? You've brought things to balance, maybe financially, spiritually, and even health-wise. It is a continuous cycle. You're wanting to balance the health to support your spirituality. You're balancing your spending to support your spirituality. But check this out. Your buy-in and commitment to your spiritual path is supporting your finances so that you don't have to be distracted with mundane things. And it's supporting this confidence and pulling you out of maybe a sense of depression. And again, bringing back your identity ferociously. Okay. Your logic, your rhetoric. You are a soldier. You've been able to go through something that wasn't easy and soldier through it and come out immaculate. You clean up nicely. And that is so heroic. How blessed are we for any of us who are in the company of someone who's on a number 5? Because no matter what we're going through, it reminds us of how we've overcome through your effigy. Okay? And it's a symbol of continuous faith, even in the middle of a storm. And you're so strong. And not only are you strong, you're not heavy. You're not hardened with this temperance. Your spiritual pursuits, your spiritual connection, your inner gnosis, your knowledge of yourself. Through taking the 4 swords, again, through before resurrection, going within, allowing all of that old stuff to die from you, all of these things in which you evaluated yourself, letting that stuff fall from you and replacing it with magic. Literally, some of you have been studying magic even in your darkest hours. And it's almost as if people wouldn't believe what you've been through based on how you clean up. Now, this, based on the person who's resurrecting, when one is actually finished with their blossoming, or they're coming to the light with this temperance, the presentation is beautiful. And it's almost like you're proud of the woofing stage, is what some barbers call it, when people go through a stage of being a little unkempt and they're trying to, develop waves. You went through this stage, and you're more proud of where you came from and how crazy things looked. Then you are the end result, which is shiny and ethereal and full of life and full of wisdom and has this golden heart and this glow and beauty to match, emitting from the outside but being expressed through the beauty that has literally been molded from your experience. Okay? So understand this. Even down to the divine partnership, if the lovers isn't a decision, meaning that you made a decision before this and you're so happy you chose you because now you've made space for the proper vibration as a partnership or the perfect twin, okay? Or what's happening are both people could be meeting one another after this. And this experience you went through, had you not went through this dark night of the soul and resurrecting yourself from the grave, that the understanding you have is different if people haven't been through that. But that understanding and that depth and that facet of you is a place where you're going to connect in likeness with an externalized version of yourself, but expressed through the complementary person, job, circumstance, situation, opportunity, all of those things. You went through your 40 nights, and congratulations for that. And I could be speaking to women because I have the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? And then I have the Three of Cups, and I didn't have the Queen of Wands, then the Queen of Swords, okay? You got this messenger, the Knight of Pentacles, long-term wealth, the Eight of Wands, announcements, okay? And then you have the King of Cups and then the Six of Cups. This old gnosis, like you're going to have, it's almost like your initiation. Your initiation was the Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords, and then the High Priestess. Okay? Then you jumped up in the world. Everything from the old past is over with. The Ace of Cups is now new. You're taking this leap of faith with the Fool card. This is all of the substance. So I believe I'm connecting with women. But if I'm not connecting with women, I'm connecting with men who have tapped into the divine feminine because they needed to, because it's such a spiritual experience to guide you out of the masculine realm, not to change you from your masculine orientation, male or female, but specifically men. Women can apply to this too, but for the archetype, and just to keep it simple, you needed to, the ego is a masculine expression. And it's not that you left your ego and now you're just not yourself. No, you killing off that ego and allowing that ego death provides you a new, not a new identity, but one that is truer than anything that you could have thought you were. Because now it's emitting, the eminence is coming from inside out. This is incredible. Okay? This is incredible. All right, so let's look at this. Look at the Queen of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy blessing you in this number 5. Okay? You could be Capricorn. You could have Capricorn placements. Okay? And then we have the Four of Swords. This is Libra energy. Teaches grammar, logic, rhetoric, can make one appear like a soldier. Yeah, you daggum right. You damn right. You would appear like a soldier. To weather that. Okay? Then look at this. Look at this Temperance. In this brook of water. Almost a feeling of lightness, a feeling of attunement. Alchemy. Alchemizing one's shadow. Here, because this represents the shadow or the more occult, earthly, under the firmament energy. But this is the higher energy as to what was happening. You may have been taking a hiatus. You may have been doing this or appearing to do this, you know, in the hardest times that express themselves, right? You may have been appearing this way, veiled, soldiering on, moving forward. But ultimately, this was the higher expression, bringing you into gnosis. This is what is allowing, it is these two energies that are being interfaced. And it's like now your house is complete with that Four of Wands. Look at this celebration. This could also speak to that integration between the dark and light, the divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay? And this was all sponsored within the activity of searching for one's true inner worth, one's true legacy, led and carried with the divine feminine or Bina or the supernal mother, understanding in this way. One had to go within into the sphere of feminine, become connected with and accepting and understanding of one's shadow through taking that moment to self in order to blossom and reform themselves in temperance. And look at your whole brick house out here, a whole castle, a palace, standing very regal. And then this is the expression. For those of you now, because of this, you are ready for that connection. Because now you've become the counterpart for your counterpart. And I can say this to both sides. You could be male on male, female on female, male and female, which is the representation of the divine feminine, divine masculine, the yin and yang. But it can express itself in some other ways in our world now. But ultimately, it is the honoring of these two energies that create the universe. There's also revelation in the fact that one is so happy that they chose to go the path least traveled. Bravo, Path 5. This is phenomenal. Okay? This is your girl, Nala-Ife. Signing off for Nala the Neptunian. Signing off for Nala-Ife Talks Live, Unscripted and Off the Chain. I'm so excited for you and for this new chapter in your life and this journey. And I'm just going to tell you here, this is a fabulous time. I'm going to read for this path again. I'm going to, once I get through, now I'm going to show you, I still have paths. If you can see that, if it's not spazzing out, I still have paths 6 and 7 to do. But I cannot wait. I want to come back to this path 5. Okay? And this path 5 literally is a pentacle. And the pentacle is a thing of Mercury. A lot of people, they, unless you get into some of the more hermetic principles or, those sorts of things, we're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff on Nala the Neptunian and also on our YouTube channel. So I invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you follow the page. Okay. Because there's a lot of amazing and elevated and descended mastery that we'll be discussing on our platforms to help us bridge higher awareness in today's world. Not only that, astrology and tarot is a staple that we will build upon. Okay. So I would love to host you, but bravo, Path 5. Bravo. I'm getting the 5th pinnacle of Mercury. I'm getting the crossroads are opened. I'm getting that you are looking at your royal self, pregnant with possibilities. This is Isis, also, in her earthly expression. I find that with the King and Queen of Pentacles, they have a heavy job. And I find it interesting that what balances those two out is the divine feminine, the Capricorn in this is because the masculine shows up as Taurus, the word of value is, and he needs to be aware of it. If he's smug, that's fine. But you see this directive, cardinal energy with this queen here. In her full femininity, in her full nurturing, but there's still this decisive action and the weight of the decisions that she helps her king support, or as a regent that she initializes as a divine counterpart. Possibly even looking at the decisions that are being made today, how they affect her offspring that's coming here. She also knows the value of what is in her stomach, what is growing within her, what she's pregnant with, what she is bringing into life. And heavy is the crown. She's thinking about all of the things that this means for her and for the legacy, her husband's legacy. I'm very much sure, being a Capricorn woman. But more importantly, the husband or wife that this child becomes, or the leader that this child is destined to be. And I'm going to say this here. If you represent this, you could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, still solid. You could be Gemini, Virgo, still solid. You could be Libra, Aries, Cancer, still solid, okay? Doesn't matter what your zodiac sign is, life path is. This is a shared understanding on a soul level, on a basic needs level. Once we step into a higher vibration of what leadership looks like and what actually the matriarch means. It is the absolute complete support of the divine union, not the exclusion. And it is the pride of the divine masculine as well, as being illustrated here with this pentacle and with this birth and with what the future brings. Okay? Bravo, bravo, bravo. Can't wait to redo this, to expand on this reading. I hope that I have time this week. If not, because I may be traveling and whatnot, I hope this week. If not, probably be some other time. But I hope that I'm able to expand on it, because I can do this no matter where I am, and lock in with you guys. Y'all have a good night, and I'm just thrilled. Happy New Year, everyone. Peace.